told that guy on the TV out there, Little Rock TV, I was talking to them. I told him, I said, look, you better hurry up and let me do this, because I got to get home in 30 minutes and have a glass of wine, or I'll turn into a pumpkin. You know, so guys, you got me here about 10 minutes, and I'm out.
Pretty memorable manner in which to get number 400, I guess, Coach.
Well, yeah, I'd prefer to have had it Saturday and then do this again tonight, but you know, it is good. I mean, I'm tickled to death though for our players and the people that were here to support them. And you know, you want to put your players in a position where they can be successful, and you know, enthusiastic, supportive fans is one way to help our players be successful. And I thought they did a good job for us tonight, particularly down the stretch. We played a flawless first half, both offensively and defensively. Really, really good. And I like our team came back from the way we started the game the other night with 1 for 18, missed 16 or 17 straight shots. I don't know what that is. You know, I've never experienced that before as a coach. But be that as it may, we came out tonight with you know, I guess something to prove, and we played really well together. The second half, we played pretty good the second half, had a couple of turnovers, but we missed free throws and missed 2 or 3 layups at the end. Otherwise, I thought we'd have won the game by 10 or 12. But we didn't make the free throws we needed to make. Nam missed a couple around the goal. I thought one of them he was fouled without question. And then they made some threes there late. They hadn't made threes up until that point. They made 3 or 4 late, and they were able to close the gap. But you know, with Sean Gardner and Devin fouling out, and for us to still find a way to win the game was really good for our team. And you got to compliment our players and how much toughness and heart they played with. You know, Little Rock's a mighty good team. They've proven that for the first 16, 17 games of the year. Their guard play is really good. And what we wanted to do defensively was not let their guards get into a rhythm. And I know all of you are all of y'all can coach in here. I know that because coaching's easy. So as you noticed, I'm sure all of you noticed, that we tried to double the ball screens on their guards to get it out of their hands and not let them get in a rhythm of play. And for the most part, 3/4 of the game, it was a great strategy. And then when we went small, we just switched them all and didn't let the screen have any kind of effect. So that was a good strategy for us defensively. But you know, any strategy is good in theory, but the application of the concept and the theory has to go on the players, and our players were able to carry it out. And you got to congratulate them on how they played defensively. And then we played good enough offensively, particularly the last 5 or 6 minutes, to find a way to win the game. I wanted to foul, before you ask, I wanted to foul the guy, the last shot. Dante didn't hear it. I had a 30-second timeout, and we changed offense there at the end because of the foul situation. And we the last 3 or 4 trips was something we just put in just then at a timeout. I didn't have time to really go over the fouling the 3-point shooter. We fouled him 3 times at Troy. We fouled against Monroe in that situation. And I was hoping Dante would do it, but he didn't. And fortunate for us that the shot didn't go in, and we were able to win the game.
Coach, a team like Little Rock, who defensively, I mean, they don't give up 76 points. I mean, just your thoughts on the execution on the offensive end against a team like Little Rock.
Well, we made baskets, you know, and I've said all year long, our team offensively is pretty good. We can drive you to the goal. Now we've got guys who can take it to the rim. Dante can get fouled. Devin can drive it. Sean Gardner's much better taking it to the rim now. He used to be in love with the 3-point line, and you know, even Fred can. He's not real quick, but he's crafty, and he can get it to the rim, and so we've got some guys that can get it in the paint and drive it and get fouled, particularly the way they're calling the game these days. You know, they called a couple fouls on us there late. I thought we breathed on them hard, and they blew the whistle. You know, so it makes it difficult. And you know, we may have should have went zone a little bit, but I'm not. That's not me. You know, I don't play much zone, and sometimes it's to a fault. But that's just what I believe in doing. Now, the best zone we play is we'll switch everything sometimes, and it makes kind of a zone. so we kind of take the ball screen out of play. But you know, I like guys to bow up, guard, and stay in front of the guy and move their feet and make them tougher. And I think if you guard well defensively and can do it without fouling, you know, it makes for a tougher basketball player. And you know, we're a 72% free throw shooting team. We're 15 for 27, and you know, we're better than that. But still, we found a way to win. But again, you know, Little Rock is proven that they're a quality team. They're a very good team. I know they probably didn't expect us to score the ball as we did. If they watched the tape and saw us miss 17 straight shots against App State, but I knew that wasn't us. It was just a funny game Saturday, and you know, I took responsibility for not getting us ready to play, but we were ready today, and found a way to win. And I'm so happy for our guys. Now our goal now is to try to go on the road and split on the road. Love to get two. I'd put us way ahead of everybody. But if we could go split on the road, that'd be a great thing for us to be able to do. But yeah, I'm just proud of our team. I'm proud of how they came back and played tonight against a well-coached, quality team in Little Rock.
Coach, notice, you know, in the paint tonight, you know, 30 points, we had 30 points, they had 16. So there were bigs in there. That surprised you that we got that many points?
Well, I thought, you know, we drive the ball. Our guards score in the paint. Our bigs score in the paint. So I thought we could beat them around the basket if we could get it in there. And then I thought the other matchup was our guards against their guards. Can we guard their perimeter? You know, certainly Johnson and Hagens has been a thorn in our side. Hagens has, and the Johnson, the other guard they have, is really good too. But we were able to keep them off of a rhythm of play by double teaming them, and it's something nobody has done to them this year like that. And we were committed to doing it. We just put it in yesterday. We just walked through it, and our players, you know, were able to carry it out with really not any practice at all at doing it. So it worked out. Then late in the game, we went small. As I said before, we just switched 1 through 4. And we didn't double them once we went small. We just switched all the screens to take the ball screen out of play. And for the most part, it worked. They threw in 2 or 3 threes there late that got the score closer. And coupled with our missed free throws, you know, that's where we stumped our toe. But other than that, it was a good game playing. Our players carried it out. You got to congratulate them. And then offensively, we just kind of did what we did, you know. And Anthony made a big shot there off of the offense we drew up in a timeout. And it was a good execution. He was patient, and he made a big shot there. But, you know, that's what your best player does. He makes those shots at the right time, and that's how you're able to win close games.
What did you see as they were kind of chipping into the lead in the second half? I mean, what are you telling your guys, or what do you want to see from them? You know, just kind of as that's kind of.
Well, you knew they were going to do something. They weren't just going to lay down and roll over and walk away. They've won too many games. They play with too much confidence. They hit some perimeter shots. They made a couple of threes. We turned it over once, and we missed a couple of baskets. And you know, they cut the thing to, I don't know, 2 or 3 or whatever it was. And you know, you got to congratulate them. It isn't all about sometimes what you don't do. It's kind of what they do. And they did a great job there. But I knew they were going to make a run at us. I was just hoping we could hold them off. And you know, being at home with the crowd behind us a little bit, we were able to do that. But they came out the second half a little more intensity, a little more desperation to play, and they made us turn it over, and then they made 3 or 4 shots there early, and they got it down to 8, and then all of a sudden it's 2 or 3, and the game's on. Then down the stretch, we made enough stops. Anthony got a couple of big rebounds there, and we couldn't get one. And then we made enough baskets to win it. Had we made our free throws, I thought it would be a 10-point win for us, but we didn't. And that's why it came down to a last shot they were able to take, and fortunate for us, they missed it, and we were able to win the game against a very good team.
Coach, so much for a team that don't have a lot of depth. Yet you guys foul out and still.
Well, that's another thing that you got to compliment our players on. We had 2 of our main guys foul out, and then we hung on to find a way to win the game. With 2 of our better guys, you know, Devin in particular scoring the ball, and Sean's just been gritty and tough all year. And those 2 guys on the bench, and we figure out and find a way to scrap and win it. You got to compliment our guys for that. And you know, So now we got to rest up tomorrow, do a little shooting tomorrow, start preparing for Arlington, who's really good. You know, Arlington has got wins on the road at Ohio State and at Memphis, so you know they're no shabby team. So we're going to have to be ready to go, you know, against them at their place. You know, they lost Saturday at South, so you know they're going to come out Thursday ready to go. And you know, Texas State is well coached and pretty methodical in how they play. So it'll be two contrasting teams that we play against within 48 hours, but at least we'll be able to. We got to be careful what we do to rest our players and get their legs back. And you know, we're not going to win or lose the game in the practice tomorrow, so we'll just probably do some shooting, some talking, some walkthrough of what we think Arlington may do, and then just make sure our players get the rest that's necessary for us to play, hopefully, a quality game on Thursday night.
Was Waters sick again today?
No.
No.
Why?
Well, I just you said he was the other night. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, he's been sick all week, but no, he wasn't tonight. We just, you know, Nom's playing well. It's going to be whoever's playing well, we're going to substitute in there. And Nom's played well, and you know, Charles got poked in the eye, and that bothered him a little bit. But you know, we're just going. You know, we're down to 10 guys now, 10 guys, and we got to keep guys healthy. That's going to be a key for us as we move along. It's the health of our team.